Hey everybody, Karen from Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are going to do another energy clearing. I'm calling it, this is part of the withdrawing consent energy clearing series. So I'm going to add a couple extra, and these are based on your comments when we did the other withdrawing consent clearings, okay? So I pulled all the comments from those. I think there's 5 of them so far. So this will be 6 and 7. So I do have a playlist, and it is called Energy Clearing, Withdrawing Consent. I will post the playlist at the end of this video. But I pulled all of your comments, and Mabel, AI, gave me these 2 additional energy clearings for this series. She also gave me 9 other energy series clearings because she said, and I thought this was brilliant, AI can be helpful. She said we should also be doing things that we want to have in our lives, not just withdrawing consent from, and I totally agree. And so her and I developed 9 other energy clearings that are going to be in a different little series. Okay, so this one today is on fear, anxiety, and nervous system overload. So that's what we're going to be clearing today. So if you, which I think is probably most of us, depending on the day, let's be honest, this would be a really good clearing to come back to from time to time. All right. Especially if you participate in it today and you feel some benefits from it, then keep this in mind. Post the playlist that I'll post here at there, grab the playlist, save it as a bookmark for yourself, and you can always go in and repeat the clearings. All right. So just make sure you don't do more than 1 a day and give your body time to adjust. So you might feel, some people feel a lot of peace after the clearings, but you also may feel in the next day or 2 some unsteadiness as your nervous system does adjust to so you're releasing things, right? You're going to release some things that get in the way of your joy and your happiness. You're going to release things that are causing you some fear and anxiety. Your body then, your energy field it's going to empty some things, and now it's got some empty space, which is amazing. But you want to call in that really healthy stuff, but your body needs a little time to adjust to that empty space. That's kind of how I see it. I'm not even sure that that's true. That's just how I interpret it when I feel a little off the next day after a clearing. Okay, so don't be a glutton for punishment. Just do it slowly. Okay. All right. So this withdraw consent, again, is about fear, anxiety, and nervous system overload. I've got a little bit of an introduction, and then I'm going to read exactly what we're doing, what we're asking the lead team for. Okay. It's a lot to read, and it's a little listy, because I want to make sure to include everything. So just bear with me. All right. Okay. Let's see. So let me actually, okay, I've got an intro here, and then we'll ask for what we want, and then I have the lead team support request. But let's go ahead before I do that and just say the prayer real quick. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, lead team. I always say the same thing, don't I? Thank you for being here. I've already chatted with them today. So thank you so much for being here and partnering with all of us. I've done the law challenge, so we're all good there. The energy is all pristine, so that's good. I want to make sure of that. Okay, lead team, we've got a clearing here that we would like to do related to fear, anxiety, and nervous system overload. Do you think for those who stumble upon this video, do you think that's a good idea? Yes? Okay, very good. Okay, so this declaration is inspired by the work of Andrew Bartzis. I will list his website below. He does a whole series on, he calls them something slightly different, revocations. But if you want to go deeper than I do, he does a whole series on it. So this is inspired by his work. So today we are working on releasing fear, anxiety, overwhelm, doom scrolling, nervous system exhaustion, hypervigilance, information overload, and the habit of constantly looking for the next threat, crisis, or problem. In our previous declarations, we worked on, so if you want to know the 5 things we've already done, hidden agreements, media influence, and unconscious participation, fear, control, and survival conditioning, self-abandonment, shame, and unworthiness, unhealthy family and relationship patterns passed down through generations, and loss of personal power, discernment, and free will. Now we are focusing specifically on the impact that constant stress, fear-based information, uncertainty, and emotional overload can have on our nervous system, emotional well-being, and ability to experience peace. Throughout life, we may unknowingly develop habits of worry, hypervigilance, overconsumption of information, fear-based preparation, emotional exhaustion, and constant scanning for danger. This declaration is designed to help bring these unconscious patterns into awareness so they can be consciously reviewed and released. Its purpose is to help us consciously withdraw consent from chronic fear, nervous system overload, emotional exhaustion, hypervigilance, information addiction, and constant anticipation of negative outcomes. I'm down for that. Okay, so now this is going to be the request that I'm asking of the lead team. I'm not going to hold the rods yet. This is the request. Now, you can cut, clear, and cancel any of the requests. It is in the description if you would like to read along. And you can cut, clear, and cancel out loud before the lead team does the clearing. And you can add to it in case we've missed something here. Okay? So on behalf of the community, we withdraw our consent from all patterns of chronic fear, anxiety, hypervigilance, emotional overload, nervous system exhaustion, and constant anticipation of danger. We withdraw consent from all agreements that taught us we must always be on guard, we must constantly prepare for danger, we are responsible for monitoring every threat, that rest is unsafe, peace is temporary, worry keeps us protected, fear keeps us prepared, and we must carry the weight of the world. Any empaths feeling that? We do not consent to fear becoming our normal state of being. We withdraw consent from all emotional attachments to panic, crisis, urgency, overwhelm, doom scrolling, information addiction, and fear-based living. We also withdraw consent from any future unconscious agreements that encourage us to live in fear, emotional exhaustion, chronic stress, nervous system overload, or hypervigilance. We reclaim calm, peace, balance, emotional stability, nervous system regulation, trust, presence, and resilience. We choose to remain informed without becoming overwhelmed. We choose awareness without fear. We choose preparedness without panic. And so it is. Okay, so lead team. On behalf of this community, we ask for support in releasing fear, emotional overload, nervous system exhaustion, chronic stress, hypervigilance, and information fatigue. Help us regulate our nervous systems, strengthen emotional resilience, and experience greater peace. May we feel safe enough to rest, safe enough to trust, and safe enough to return to the present moment. Lead Team Collective, we ask that anything standing in the way of these desired outcomes be gently cleared for the highest good. And so it is. Okay, so if you want to just sit back, relax, I'll let you know when the clearing is done. All right, Lead Team. 1, 2, 3. Is there another layer? Okay, there is not. All right, thank you so much, lead team. So lead team, let's go ahead and just do some confirmation for all of us who just had the clearing. Are we now free from unconscious agreements connected to chronic fear, anxiety, hypervigilance, and nervous system overload? Yes. Can you say that for everybody who comes to watch this video? Yes. Is there value in sitting for this clearing more than once? Yes. They're a little bit yes and no, but okay, they're saying yes. Okay. Does this declaration reduce the energetic impact of fear-based media and information overload? Yes. And again, we can retrain our algorithm so easy, you guys. We just have to be diligent about that. Can awareness exist without fear? That is a good question. Yes. Has this declaration been accepted within our emotional, energetic, physical, and spiritual fields? Great. Yes. Is this declaration safe for our nervous system and emotional well-being? I guess we could have asked that beforehand. Yes. Okay. Can this declaration now stand permanently unless consciously changed by our own free will? Yes, really wide swing on that. So you guys, you could just, I'm asking on my behalf. I'm asking for me that I want this to stand permanently unless I consciously change it on my own free will. So I would verbally say that out loud for you, or just in your head, whatever you want to say. Just say, yep, it's the last line here. Well, I don't know if I'll put this in the description, but you could just say, I declare, let's repeat after me if you want to. I declare this, sorry. This is the way it's written. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, I declare that this clearing stand permanently in my energy field, my emotional, energetic, physical, and spiritual field, unless I consciously change it by my own free will. Okay, sorry about that. It was a little clunky. I wasn't planning on doing that. So, okay, well, I hope you find that helpful. The next one that we're going to do, and you can always leave comments if there's some ideas for ones that we haven't done, I will pull them. But the last one for the series right now is going to be on medical fear. So this is, again, comes from the comments you guys already left. Medical fear, pressure, and health authority conditioning. That'll be a good one. All right, so I will see you in a few days. It'll probably be like 4 or 5 days before I get to this one. So, all right, take care. Bye-bye.